So we've created a Swahili course that helps you to feel confident, competent, and competitive. So make sure you stay tuned to find out more.
What you sing as giving them a high of timing.
What's going on, world? Welcome back to T3andMe. It's your man Timfordjr here, and today I'm going to talk to you guys about a Swahili course that we've created to help our people learn about what's going on, learn about the language, and learn how to transition properly when they decide to come back to the continent. Many of our people are thinking, hold on, first, before I go a little bit further, let me say thank you to all the people who've been showing love and support to us on this journey. We're thankful for the prayers. We're thankful for the donations. We're thankful for it all. We don't take it for granted, and we don't take it lightly that you guys are watching our content and we are bringing you all value. So thank you for your time, and we appreciate it. But yes, let me get to the point. Like I was saying, Swahili is one of the most important languages out right now. I don't know if you know, but Swahili is the official language of East Africa and the African Union. So that means majority of the people, all of the people that's within East Africa that were born here, that are over here, speaks that language. There's over 150 million people speaking it already. So if you come over here with the knowledge of speaking Swahili and the competency to know and understand what's going on, that will give you the confidence to be able to come over here and move properly. So here at T3andMe, we're all about giving our people solutions with the look in our life to try and help them move forward in what they are going to do. So I've partnered with my brother. We've created a course that will only take you 6 months to get well versed, to become a well-spoken Swahili speaker. So we're going to get my brother on so we can talk about what we're going to do so that we can hit. It's flies, y'all. That's the thing that happened, man. These flies love putting up on you in the middle of your interview while you're trying to do your thing. But yes, we can talk about how we're going to help you guys and how this course is going to be able to, strengthen you and give you the competency to come over here to Africa and do what you need to do. So stay tuned. So, like I was saying, I'm here with my brother, Mr. Ramadan Rajabu. Karibu sana to T3andMe, brother.
Sante sana.
Yes, welcome, bro. Yes. So my brother here, man, just a little bit of backstory. I met my brother. He was a server at a restaurant when I first got here in Tanzania, maybe 2.5 years ago. My brother, he was doing this thing, and I knew that at some point, a lot of us will be coming here, and a lot of us will need to learn Swahili. So when I first met my brother, I was like, man, you have great customer service. You're really good at, treating people well. You know how to read people. So you're doing pretty good at that. But I think you can do something better. I think you could really teach us Swahili. Because at the time, I think I probably was like one of the first Americans you met, right? Yeah, I was one of the first Americans he met. And I was telling him like, bro, this is a great opportunity. There will be thousands of us coming at some point, and we will need to learn Swahili. So this is a great opportunity for you to be able to teach us and earn something for yourself as well. So we are here now. My brother took the wisdom, took the seed, and now he's here. He's opened up his own business, his own company called Teach Me. Teach Me, yes. Yeah. Hangera sana, boss. Yes, say Asante sana.
Asante sana.
Yes. Hangera is congratulations for those who don't know. But yes, my brother opened up his own business, and now he's here seriously teaching our people Swahili and giving them the game to be comfortable and confident to come over here. First of all, welcome again, bro, and I'm proud of you.
Asante sana. Yes, thank you so much. I'm proud of you, bro.
Yes. Thank you,
man.
Way back. Long way, yes. But I'm proud of you, man, for opening up your own company.
Appreciate it.
And taking the advice and really building on it and doing something, bro. That's something amazing. And I know how difficult it is to believe in yourself. And for you to believe in yourself, bro, congratulations, man. And I'm excited to see what's gonna happen with you believing in yourself, man.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Everybody need to everybody needs prosper in their life.
Yeah.
So it takes a time, takes effort, it takes a sweat to get what you want to get.
Yep.
Right?
Exactly.
So you have to believe yourself first.
Yep.
You cannot step forward without believing in yourself.
Exactly.
So that's what happened. And pray to God for happening the thing that you want to be
Yep.
happening in your life. And this is what it is now.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it came to pass.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell us, with the background that you have, you're teaching and you know Swahili like the back of your hand, of course, because it's your mother tongue. So give us a little bit of the origins of Swahili. Like, where did it start?
Yeah, brother, to be honest, there has been a different point of view of origin of Swahili language. Everybody, they have their point of view. But what I can tell, there's like three parties of the origin of Swahili language. First, as a Bantu, as a local people, right? We live in an African continent before the invasion of colonies, right? We will have our own languages, a different kind of language, right? According to the space, according to the area that we will belong to.
Yeah.
Like there's a space for Chaga, they spoke their own language. There's a space for Makonde, they spoke their own language, right? But it was very hard to interact in the daily or social activity because we had a different kind of languages that we spoke, and you and I, we cannot share, right? Those languages were called a native language, right?
I got you.
So we call them Bantu language.
Bantu language,
Bantu
the native language.
Yeah, it's a Bantu language, right? Some people say the origin of Swahili language is a Bantu language, but also there's a point of view like Swahili language is come to us as an impact of colonialism. This is after coming there, different traders during 18th centuries, right? There's an invasion of Arab people, German people, British people. They come in a different years.
Yeah.
Right.
They added their own.
Exactly.
Yeah.
For example, if you talk about the Arab, because the high percentage of the Swahili language is in the Arabic in Arab language, right? For example, we have the Assalamu alaikum. This belongs to the Arabic people.
Yeah.
We have the word shikamo. This belongs to Arab people. We have the word marhaba. So a high percentage of the Swahili languages belong to Arab.
Yeah. I have a question about that.
Yeah.
So with the shikamo and the marahaba, I've heard some people feel disrespect and they don't like to say shikamo, I'm at your feet. The shikamo means I'm at your feet, right?
Okay. Shikamo is introduced firstly during the colonialism, during the Arab people, when it comes to Tanzania. I mean, it's coast of Africa. Keep in mind, when the Arab came in the coast of East Africa, they found the people speak their language there, right? And they found the people who live there. So, in order to colonize them and to be superior and the inferior, there has to be a certain word to show I am superior and you are inferior.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's why they introduced the greetings. So that's why they introduced the shikamo. Shikamo means I'm under your control. Right? I'm under your feet. I'm serving you. All right?
Yeah.
Like if you're a slave means that I belong to you. You possess me. Right?
I got you.
Other people say I respect you. In total, I respect you. That's the means of a shikamo.
Yeah.
And then you, as a king, maybe Arabic person, you say marhaba. I agree. You're my slave. You under me. You're under my domination. You get that?
Yeah,
bro?
I get it.
Yes. So it was introduced like that to distinguishing between the slave and the slave masters.
So I have a question. So with knowing that origin, does it make you want to stop saying shikamo?
Look at the consequence now. After colonization has been finished, our forefathers was taking those attitude, they continue having it using in their families. Like to see, I'm your father, so you have to give me my respect by saying shikamo. Not using it as a slave now, but they use it as a part of a respect between the family members.
Yeah, okay, so
Yes.
so you guys have basically taken the word and made it mean something better.
Yes, they've taken it like that.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
the people who knows exactly the origin of the shikamo, they don't like it. Many of them, they don't like to use it because they know, you know what I mean? They know exactly what the source of it.
Yeah, a lot of our people that's coming from America, they learn the source of shikamo and they don't want to say it. They're like,
Yeah,
I'm
they
not
don't-
going to say
yeah.
it. No.
Yeah. And not only those, even we as a lot of people,
Yeah.
Tanzanian people, some of them don't like it because they know the history of it.
Yeah.
All right. Some of it they like it, and they become very mean if you don't give them a shikamo. They're gonna start saying, okay, you just
You're disrespectful.
me,
Yeah,
right? You
yeah,
think we're the
yeah.
same age,
Yeah.
right? You can find out those questions, but
Yeah.
basically it's not. There's a lot of greetings you can use instead of using shikamo, and still gonna be the formal way,
Yeah.
not an informal, still in a respect way.
I got you. So you
Right.
could, so for all those Americans who watching and who say, I don't want to use shikamo,
Yeah.
you could teach them another word that
Exactly.
they can use instead of shikamo.
There's a million of greetings.
A million.
You can use to greet each other, and you still can show the difference of ages.
Yeah.
Without using shikamo.
So, all right, I'm
Yes.
looking forward to learning that in the
You're
course
welcome,
too.
Kaka.
Yes,
You're welcome.
yes. My next question is, what made you want to study and teach Swahili? Like, why?
You know, teaching I started when I was a little boy.
Ah,
Yeah, I used to gather my friends in the neighborhood where we live, like having my stick on my hand, pointing somewhere like there's a blackboard.
Yeah.
Start to give the explanation about something.
So you was a little boy?
Yeah, when I was a little.
Wow.
But when I go to this education system, I had like to be chosen and given some rank. And when I joined the primary school and the secondary school, in the primary school I was called a monitor in the class.
Yeah.
So as a monitor, I have to monitor everything in the class.
So
I
as
have
a-
to make sure
Yeah.
my fellow students are not making noise.
Yeah.
They're starting. So every sometime teacher was giving me the notes to write down on the blackboard.
Wow.
So still I'm undergoing the same thing,
Yeah.
teaching.
Wow.
You know
So
what I
you
mean?
was the total in the class, making sure the class is in
Yes,
order.
yes,
Wow.
yes,
Wow. So
yes.
you've been doing this for a long time.
Very long time.
Yeah.
Also, secondary the same way too.
Wow.
All
So
right.
so you never asked like, hey, pick me, teacher, pick me. They
No,
always pick you.
I was given priority.
Wow.
Like Ramadan, take these notes because I was a monitor.
Yeah.
So as a monitor, I have to write down the notes. If the teacher gives me an assignment, okay,
Yeah.
just write for me this note for your fellow
No, I'm
student.
saying, did you pick to be a monitor?
No, you
they
cannot.
pick you.
They pick me. Normally, choosing a monitor is being done by the teacher.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not like who's want to be a monitor or monitress. No, they look at your attitude, how your academic attitude.
Yeah.
You behaving good. You cooperate with your fellow student.
Yeah.
You cooperate with the teachers.
Yeah.
You cooperate with the school and management.
Yeah.
How is your performance, right? So there you've been given a priority. Like, okay, we privilege you to be a monitor. You can monitor this class.
Yeah. So you was born for this.
Man.
This is what you do, bro.
Yeah. And in the secondary, I do remember it was gone too far. I was given high rank. I was the head boy of a school. Where I was studying back in the days, secondary education. So also I was carrying some lecture on the whiteboard, on the blackboard, teaching, you know this, you know that. And there's also different clubs like anti-corruption club. So I was chairman of the club, so I have to write down the notes where I just be given from the corporation of
Yeah.
corruption to write down them, to explain to my fellow students. So I was in a way that teaching is in my movement every day.
Every day.
Yes.
Wow. So you've been doing this for a long time.
Yeah.
So would you consider teaching your purpose?
Yeah, it's my purpose. Also, it's my passion. Also, I love what I'm doing right now. All right. I love to teach. I love to be example for another generation. All right. I like to be a different. Like, okay, different means I have to be different in a good way, in a positive way.
Yeah.
And I see teaching is a positive way.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Even if I just finished, I got finished from secondary school, and I was staying home. Some of my brethren were leaving. They say we need to know English, right? Okay. I told them, okay, gather together. We just found the room, and I start teaching them English. Wow. See what I mean?
Yeah.
And they pay
secondary.
me. That after finishing education secondary, that's also in the street.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So it was like that.
Yeah.
So and they considered they didn't pay me anything.
Yeah.
I did it for my passion because I love it.
Yeah.
All right. I told them.
They say once you find something that you can do for free, for no money, and still enjoy it, like that is your passion. That is what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to. But right now things have changed a little bit. We have a family. We have a certain things we have to take care of.
That's
right?
true. That's true.
And that's the money comes.
That's true.
Those days when I was doing that, I had no responsibility.
Yeah.
I was eating at home.
Yeah.
Right. So, but right now I have to put a charge because I have to run my life.
Exactly, and that's
Right.
what that comes with, being an adult, being a man, and really walking in your purpose, in your passion. Because once you know it, you realize the value for your service and the value for what you're putting out.
Yeah,
Like I
exactly.
told you when we first met, by you knowing Swahili, you're very valuable to us. Like
Exactly.
we need you to know, like, bro, your mother tongue is what we need to learn. So everything that you already know is valuable,
Yeah.
and there's no price that can be put on really you teaching us that language.
Yeah.
You
for
putting
sure.
your time in and you pouring into us and teaching us everything, it's like priceless at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So by you teaching us the language and helping us connect, not even just us, the African Americans, your brothers and sisters that you helped in primary, those that you taught English, by you teaching them English and making them make connections in their life,
Yeah.
the connections that you help them make will help your life by you not even being there.
Yeah.
All because you served
Like the
in your
same
purpose.
person who taught me English language.
Exactly.
Yeah, he taught me for free.
Exactly.
Can't believe that.
Exactly.
He taught me for free, and he was fighting so hard to get me here to where I am right now.
And I'm sure he'd be so proud.
Very, very proud.
Yeah.
Very, very proud. Though I'm not seeing him right now. I haven't seen him like a couple of years.
Yeah. He may see you soon. Just keep swinging, keep going. He may show up one day. Is he still in Bongo?
Yeah, here's the thing. He's local Tanzanian.
Ah, okay, I got you. I
Yeah,
got you.
but the way he speaks, like he's
Perfect
like
English.
perfectly and very so fast. I was like, oh,
So
I want to be like you.
He's a local Tanzanian that didn't go far, and he made sure that he taught you so that you can go further than him.
Exactly.
Mm.
Exactly.
So one day you will see him, bro, and
Yeah,
be
he's
able to
such-
show him love.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
also pray for him
Yeah,
to be
yeah.
alive.
Yeah.
Until he sees my success.
Yeah, that's good, bro. That
Yeah.
keeps you going, and always remember that because somebody else will need it. And
Yeah.
that's what we're here to do. Help the next person. Like you say, you want to help the next generation.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what we're here
my
to do,
purpose,
bro.
yeah.
So when did you meet your first African American?
I was like 3 years ago.
And was it what you expected?
My expectation was like to make them first to help them out to know exactly to know our mother tongue, right? To get them know the Swahili language because they're staying here.
Yeah, so when you first met your first African American 3 years ago, you was like, I need to help them learn Swahili. You knew that.
Yeah, I knew.
Oh,
I knew.
wow.
And when we stay close because you mentioned I was serving in a restaurant.
Yeah.
That's where I met with them.
Oh,
right,
okay.
they came to get food, and they was got a problem of communicating. Right, they said, okay, we just needed this, we just needed that. But anytime where we go to the shoppers, to the market, the price is high because of the language that we use. I said, okay, no problem. I can help you to remove that language barrier.
Yeah.
By helping you out to know the Swahili language. I said, okay, you can help with that.
Yeah.
That was my beginning of my magic journey of teaching Swahili language.
Yeah.
I started to talk to them.
Wow.
Yeah.
So they were at a restaurant having a hard time doing what they do. They were trying to order their food.
Yeah, they never knew that I was there, and we can. Even I didn't understand that we can meet somebody who can have the same point of view, right? But in the end, I found like we are in the same way.
Yeah.
So we gotta connect each other so that we can build something, and that was my first movement of my career. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I started there by giving them education what they want, and keep in mind I didn't even mention the amount of money that I want from them.
Yeah.
But I said I will teach you.
Yeah.
Without even mentioning the price.
Without even mentioning the price.
you imagine that?
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah. It was very hard, but
Yeah.
it was like that, brother.
Yeah,
So those
yeah.
were my first student. They were a couple.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were a couple. Yeah.
That's what's up, man.
That's good.
So they needed some help at the restaurant. You was like, hold on, I can help you with this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they found out I'm speaking different language, like my coworkers.
Yeah.
Was very different in terms of pronunciation, I was very different. They
Okay.
become very interested. With
Was
me.
it the same restaurant that I met you at?
Yeah, the same one. The
Okay.
same one.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, the same one.
Okay, good. So I guess that leads me to my next question. You sort of answered it, but I'm gonna still ask you to touch on it. Why should we learn Swahili, and why is it important? Us as African Americans returning here, why do you think we should learn?
Okay. African American has to learn Swahili language because, first of all, we share the skin color that shows us you are African, and African belongs to African, right? So one of the greatest things, like you say, the first language spoken in Africa is Swahili. So you have to understand your original language. All right. So once you know the original language, others are followers. So I think for them to learn Swahili language is a very important thing to remove the language obstacles. Whenever you want to do something, whenever you want to go somewhere, when you know Swahili language, ain't no barrier, ain't no obstacle going to face you. Right?
That's true. Yeah.
So knowing the Swahili language is very important for African American, and thus to remind you like where you belong. Right? If I'm not mistaken, well, the history say that American or anywhere where the black people are valuable is not the place that where they belong. Their origin is Africa.
Africa, everybody's
So
origin,
when you
yes.
speak Swahili, that's mean you speak the home language.
Mother
Right.
tongue.
Mother tongue. You got it.
Deal.
So I'm gonna make sure I'm help them. Those people who want to know the Swahili, they want to know their mother tongue. They want to know their original roots.
Yes.
They want to know their background.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Through the Swahili language, because through Swahili language you can find the history. You can find a name of the heroes of Swahili, right? Because there's a lot of a million African heroes.
Yeah, that we don't even know about.
You cannot.
Yeah.
You can be asked like, do you know BBTT?
Yeah.
You cannot understand.
Yeah, I don't know who
but
that
once
is.
you learn about the Swahili or the Tanzania freedom movement, you cannot escape the name the BBTT. She was one lady who involved herself into movement of fighting freedom of Tanganyika.
BBTT.
Yes.
That's her name.
Yeah, that's her name.
Okay.
Right? And there's a road to be given her name to pay respect of her for what she did.
Yeah.
Right? So you cannot understand that once you learn. You can understand. And once you learn, you have to learn on the mother tongue. Not to learn, it's not bad to learn it in English, but while you learn in your mother tongue, you got two advantages. You know your heroic people, and you know your language that you belongs to.
That's so true, bro. That's so true. Many of us coming here, we try and not value the importance of learning the mother tongue. We say, oh, I'm back in Africa, I'm from America, they need to speak English. I'm American, so they need to get with what I'm doing. No, we are returning back to our roots. We are trying to connect with our brothers and sisters. There are some people are in certain positions, in certain situations, that won't even understand English, don't even care to know English.
Is that true?
And you will come to them speaking English and they will literally consider it disrespect.
Exactly.
They will consider you disrespecting them because you're coming speaking English. So if you come over here and you call yourself wanting to bridge the gap, wanting to connect with our people, wanting to help our people, the first thing we have to do is learn the language.
Exactly.
That's where we can connect at. That's how we're going to be able to come together and become Pamoja Sana.
Yeah.
Pamoja Sana.
Pamoja Sana.
As
Very
you all
together.
know. Yes, very together.
Yes.
Yes. I've been working on my Swahili too as well. I'm actually joining the course too. So you guys will be actually learning with me and my wife as we go on this journey for 6 months of learning this Swahili language. We're actually we've been in language immersion, and for those who don't know what language immersion is, we've just been in our neighborhood talking to people and just challenging ourselves and just really messing up and just getting uncomfortable and doing it. But now we see and understand the importance of us really like honing in and taking the chance and just focusing and putting our efforts into learning it strategically and learning it properly. So now, you know, we're gonna invite you guys to join us so that we can all learn together. And so you don't end up in the same situation like I and my wife did. It took us almost 3 years. So if you're watching this and you're just now starting your journey, you can get started on your Swahili before you even come.
Yes.
You can already be well versed and already have it taken care of before you even get here. So, you know, just a little tip from us, make sure you get your Swahili so that you can bridge the gap and help us connect, all right? Since we're here, got to show y'all some of the products real quick.
This natural body baby. Natural body.
Yeah, natural product.
Natural body.
Yeah.
Natural body. Something baby.
Yeah.
Baby.
Yeah, come closer. Come.
Baby.
Busy Beachy.
Baby. Karibu.
Get to know what you belong, your original roots. Where you belong is very important. Yeah.
So I guess my next question is, how important is it for us to connect? And how, you know, specifically can we help each other? And when I say us connect, I mean us Tanzanians and us as African Americans. How can we connect? And what is the best way?
We all brotherhood. African American and African people, we are all brotherhood. The difference, like you grow up from America and I grew up from Africa. That's a difference. And also the difference is you speak English language and I speak Swahili language. That's a difference.
You speak English too, though. We speaking in English, bro. What do you mean?
I didn't want to speak English language.
Ah, you
brother.
wasn't born speaking it.
This is not my mother tongue.
True. It sounds like it, bro. You good. Zuri sana.
Do I speak like an American person? Nah, not to that extent.
Nah,
you know what I mean? I'm still in my tongue, right? Yeah. So, in order to connect and to put to get a togetherness, like you say, very together, we have to remove the language barrier, like I say. When you learn language, means that you connect to your brothers, right? Your friend, your people, your sisters, who you miss for a long time. You, for example, you and I, we just met, now we become a very brother. I can teach you Swahili and you can teach me English, whatever I just misspell something and do something wrong about English, you can correct me and I can correct you on Swahili language. That's how we create a brotherhood. And now, if we have another project, we can continue because we are connected through the language.
Through the language.
You see that?
Yeah.
So that is very important, is how we can connect with each other. Because there's a lot of activity we can do together. But due to the information missing out there, I mean, the language is become a very obstacle between us. So we have to know the Swahili language first, and then we can do another activity. Because, for example, you grew up in a different way of life, so you know a lot, right? So in order to get what you know, I have to, we have to speak the same language. So you can give me something that you have and I don't have. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
and vice versa. You
yes,
can give me something
exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You need something from me. We should be using the same language.
Same language,
right?
Yeah.
Like you say, mention like if somebody speaks English language to the local person, you know, everybody got his own attitude. If you speak English to the people, some people think, oh, you thinking I'm illiterate? I don't know. You think I'm educationless? Okay. So if you think that, then go help yourself.
Exactly.
Just imagine you were in trouble and you needed help, and you didn't even use a bad language. You use a very, very proper language, but in the wrong person, right? The wrong person, right? So you speak to the wrong people using a language that he or she doesn't understand. So it's become very mean. And, you think I didn't get educated, right? So if you think that, you despise me, right? Keep on speaking your English language and do my way. So there will be misunderstanding. So in order to remove that misunderstanding, so you have to learn the language. Whatever, it doesn't matter where you're coming from. You're coming from America, you come from all the places across the world. If you belong to Africa, you have to learn the custom, tradition, and ways of Africa, including the language.
That's true.
Because we have so many interesting things, including mineral, parks, right? Culture. All belong to African people. Black people belongs to Africa. So you
That's
cannot benefit for those treasures that we have
Mm-hmm.
unless otherwise you just come and see and learn and get it.
That's true.
Yes.
That's true. So many people want to be successful.
Yeah.
A lot of people want to come to Africa and be successful and make the connections and build. But I say it again, you have to have the foundation of the Swahili in order to really, honestly, I've learned you gain a lot more respect once you speak Swahili. Even if you mess up, even if, like, when I say my words wrong,
You get corrected.
I get corrected, but
on
it's
top of
still
that-
respect. They love me and they're happy, like, hey.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And on top of that, I can add something like, if you speak English, many lack of people will take advantage of that because you speak language. They think you got money, right? But make sure this is not your fault. The fault there is the language you speak. It doesn't matter how.
Hold on, let me clear this up for some people. Come closer, come closer, come closer. A lot of our people like to say, oh man, the Africans are scamming. Oh, they're trying to take advantage of me. Oh, they're trying to get over on me. If you speak Swahili, if you learn how to speak the same language as them, it is impossible for them to take advantage of
Exactly.
you because you understand what they are saying.
Yeah.
Go ahead, brother.
And
I'm
they
sorry.
will be scared of you because they will understand that you come from here and not come from America. Simply mean you speak the same language that we speak. Right?
Exactly.
If I arrange or plan to do something worse to you, then I come back, okay, he knows what I'm saying. So they'll be back. So if you want to buy something, there will be no like overpricing.
Yeah.
There will be no like overcharging.
Yeah.
It will be the same charging and the same price.
Yeah, and just to clear things up, you know, some people may hear that and think like, oh, they still will try and get over on us. They doing it.
Yeah.
But it's because of education.
Yes.
People only, when they hear American, when they hear English, they only think money because
Yes.
that's all they saw on
Exactly.
TV.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's not like they just want to get people and take advantage of people. It's no, oh, this is money. Like if anybody hear English, that's like, oh, that's the money sound.
Yes.
That's how people think here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And please don't get us wrong. When we say they overcharge you or they overprice you, that's a business, right? It's a business. Even we as a local people, you wearing is very smart, right?
Yeah.
You're smart, right?
Yeah.
You go to somebody's business, they look at appearance and say, if the thing is being sold like 500, you say, oh, okay, this appearance I won't do this price.
Yeah.
I'll make 3,000,
So hold on.
right?
Even with Tanzanians, they will try and jack up the price
Exactly.
on y'all
According to your appearance.
according to your appearance.
Yes.
Wow.
Exactly.
Wow.
But you can remove the obstacle by doing this. First, you have to begin,
Bargain.
right? You got to do a business beginning. Like, okay.
Negotiate.
Yeah,
Bargain,
negotiate.
yes.
You got to negotiate. Before paying the money, okay, that's the price you mentioned. Okay, no problem. That's your price.
Yeah.
But I got this one.
Yeah.
Is it okay with your business? We can do the business. Okay, that's how you just negotiate.
Yeah.
Oh, it's okay. So now you can do the business.
So
But,
now, I'm sorry, go ahead.
but if you mentioned, the seller mentioned the price that is very high, but it's hard for you to understand it's high, right? But you want to do a negotiation. How can you negotiate while you don't know the language?
That's true.
You will
That's
still keep on speaking
Paying the
English.
price.
So when you keep on speaking English, I still think you still have money, right? And I'll still be very, okay, I'm sticking there. Right? But if you say, okay, shilingi 500, no, hapana,
Yeah.
nina 200.
Yeah, yeah.
You see that?
Yeah.
Nina 200, hapana, 300.
Ah.
Sawa.
And every time you hear a price, you don't have to pay it. If
Yeah.
you don't agree with it, one thing I've always learned, somebody taught me when I first came here, if you think that they're charging you too much, just go to half.
Yes, yes.
Just go to
But
half.
remember, some price or some shop or some store, they got their price
Yeah,
fixed.
yeah. If it's a
So
fixed
if
price.
you fix the price, you don't have to complain. That's the way it is.
Yeah. If you're on the road or you're doing something at like a shop, those places are sometimes negotiable. But depending on the person and depending on, if you can speak your Swahili or not.
Yeah.
You know?
But
Yeah.
it would be better help if you speak Swahili.
Yeah.
Very big help.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I say very, I mean very big help.
Yeah.
Because this is Tanzania, this is Africa.
Yeah.
Whatever, you can go to Kenya, you can go to Congo. You can go to Rwanda. You can go to Burundi. You can go to Uganda. All this area, they know like Swahili language, so you cannot escape.
Official language of East Africa.
Right.
You can't escape it. So you might as well learn it.
You gotta learn.
Might as well. Now or later, or just keep paying a whole bunch of money because you speak English.
And not only they're talking about the money, also sometimes if you need help.
True.
You need to go somewhere. You need to be instructed. Like,
no, that's
I want to
true,
go. How can I get help? How can I get hotel?
Yeah.
How can I get a restaurant? How can I get
That's
everything?
true. That's why you're a teacher, bro.
Yeah.
I wasn't even thinking about that.
You're welcome. Karibu sana.
Something.
Karibu
So
sana.
I've actually been in situations like that where I needed help, and I'm tired of it. But I have to always call my Swahili brother, like, "Hey, bro, can you translate for me real quick? I'm stuck here, and like this guy's trying to do. Can you translate? Here, talk to him." So I'm like, I have to stop doing it, and I have to be able to be in that situation.
You gotta
myself.
be independent.
Yeah, and talk. So I can't keep calling that man. So yeah, we are here at the Uhuru Community and Training Center. You are officially a teacher here.
Yeah.
So how has it been so far with teaching some of the people from the diaspora? What's your experience been like teaching the Swahili to them?
My experience, I've got a great experience because I've been teaching the different age of people.
Okay.
All right. And every age has its own attitude. Right. It's quite different when you teach small kids, and it's very different when you teach adult people. Yeah. Adult people, they are very, very concentrated in the class because I give you, I precaution you before we started the class. I'm telling you, like, this is a language, and learning needs a concentration. If y'all don't know, if y'all gonna pay attention, it's not gonna work out. Right?
Yeah.
Like you're pushing a wall and he doesn't provide any movement, right? So you need to pay attention. And then our work will be very smooth and clear, right? Even if you have a lot of things, because other people, they have a lot of things in their head, but at least 1 hour and a half, just put them aside, let's focus, and then you can continue after having class finished.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just an hour and a half.
Yeah, so for the adult, they understand.
Yeah.
But children, you should be very patient a little, right? And you have to find a way that's going to be entertainment way of teaching, or any way that you're going to use, but not get them bored.
Yeah.
Right?
I got you. I understand.
I use like give them a song sometime, give them like entertainment, like stories, so that I can get their attention,
and keep them engaged. Yeah. So you've had the privilege of being able to teach teenagers all the way up to Babu and BB adults.
Babu, I did it.
So maybe 17, 18, 20s, 30s, 50s, 60s.
Yeah, I ever teach even from 3 years old.
3 years old.
I taught also a woman like 30 something, and also I teach some girls who like maybe 15, 16.
And the teenagers here.
The teenager here, and I ever teach a woman who was like 45. There's one who was 50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're very well versed. You've been able to teach people from all age ranges, so you know how to help pretty much everybody. You've helped Swahili speakers, you help English speakers. So you've been helping people for the past 3 years, right?
Yeah, 3 years.
You've been teaching for 3 years. So my final question is, what is your ultimate goal with your company that you are the founder and the CEO of? Teach me. What do you want to do with your company in the future?
The first goals of Teach Me as a founder, I was looking forward to help out my brothers and sisters who needs to learn Swahili language. That's the first goal, right? Especially people who just come from anywhere across the world who want to learn the Swahili way of life, Swahili language. I can teach them through the Teach Me, and Teach Me is there for them. All right. And the second goal is to connect African and African American or whatever, the people who live outside the African continent, right? But who has interest in learning Swahili. I want to be a bridge that I can connect them. All right. Maybe there's a lot of Americans live here. They don't know each other from America, but they live here together. Through having school or teach them, they can know each other.
Yeah.
All right. And they
If
can
they all meet at your school, they will get to know each other.
Exactly,
So-
they gotta know each other and share the guy that, hey, you know what happened there? I was living in city in the country. It's, you know what I mean? It's something like that. It becomes the brotherhood.
Yeah.
All right.
I understand.
That was my goal.
Yeah.
But also, Teach Me is there to provide knowledge about different things. All right, like in advance later on. My Teach Me, I want to do it as an app that you can click there and you can write like Teach Me history of Swahili language. So it comes like on your phone. All right, it gives you direct. All right, oh, teach me Swahili word, something like anything about Swahili. So it comes there.
Boom.
Wow. Yes. Teach me how to cook Swahili food. Boom. All right. Teach me how can I go somewhere.
Boom.
That's a Teach Me purpose. Right, so
like
I'm
that.
looking forward to have a big project about teaching. But for the beginning, I am starting with language.
Yeah.
Especially, I'm basically focused on the Swahili language.
right now.
That I can make people understand their culture, their original roots, where they belong. That's what I want to see. We come together like that. We were taken to America or where else in the world as a slave. So now you back home, you get what you missed for a long time. That's what I want to do.
Pamoja sana.
Karibu sana.
Asante sana, bro. Thank you for that. That's I know you will do well. I know
Yeah.
you're going to do well. You just keep swinging, bro. Even when the days get dark, even when
Yeah.
it doesn't look like it's working, just continue to build and remember where you started and remember why you started. Because if you keep that at the front, it'll make it easier for you to go through those tough days. Because
Yeah.
tough days is a part of it. Like it's not
I
going to
know.
be easy.
Everybody has to pass the tough days.
Everybody, yeah.
That's a life. We call it life, right?
Exactly. It's
Yeah,
a part of
maisha.
life.
You know, life is maisha in Swahili. We say maisha. So it doesn't matter. Is it hard life or easy life? Maisha magumu, we say tough life, and easy life we say maisha, right? That you have a lot of money and something. Usually that's an easy life, right? So maisha magumu and maisha rais is always maisha.
Life.
Yeah. It doesn't matter how you live.
Yeah. As long as you live good and you're okay and keep
But
trying.
you have to believe yourself. Like you told me earlier, you got to believe yourself. You know, some people think like, I cannot speak Swahili. It's very hard language. No. Ain't nothing in the world is hard. Hard is your head. That's that's a quote I get from the teacher who taught me English language. Anything is possible under the sun.
The only thing is hard is your head.
Yes.
Anything is possible under the sun.
Yeah.
If you have that thought, if you have the idea, if you're watching this video all the way to the end, you obviously want to learn Swahili, and you may need to learn Swahili if you plan on coming over here and being successful. So don't tell yourself, oh, it's hard, I can't do it. No matter your age, no matter where you're at in life right now, no matter your schedule, you can do it. You just have to want to do it, and you have to make the provisions to get it done. The platform is being set. We've created something to be able to help our people learn the language within 6 months. Just take your time and sacrifice some time and focus on what you need to focus on, and you will be able to walk this language down like it's nothing. So there's no more excuses. Here's an opportunity for you to learn. I've connected us with an amazing teacher who's purposeful, who's focused, who's about helping us, who's really serious about being there and helping us move forward. So come to the table and learn. There's no more excuses. We have no more reasons to doubt ourselves.
Yeah.
Two sticks are coming together. We are doing the work to get it done. So just do what you need to do to get it done. If you made it to the end of the video, we appreciate the love. We appreciate the support. And if you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button. And if you're interested in joining the course, we will put the pre-enrollment in the description box so that you can check it out and come and join us. And if you need a Repat consultation, if you're looking to get an herbal consultation, my wife offers the herbal consultation. We offer the Repat consultation for those who are looking to come here and make a smooth transition. That link will be in the description box as well. For our consultation and my wife's herbal consultation. My wife will also be rolling out the second half of the herbal course coming soon, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. And like I said, make sure you hit the subscribe button, and y'all stay safe out there. Shalom. Repatriation is Africa's first social media platform steered towards repatriates, also known as returnees to the motherland, in every country of Africa, as well as diasporans in America, Canada, the UK, and all four corners of the earth who are considering making the journey to freedom. It is a space where we can chat, earn money simply by being active on the site, and all of the features we are already familiar with from Facebook and WhatsApp, without having to sell our information and minus the censorship. For all continental Africans, repats in Africa, and persons who wish to come to Africa, this is our place to build, learn, network, problem solve, unite, innovate, and educate ourselves for a smooth transition into our rightful positions as we break away from our captors. This is the place we all knew we needed. By consolidating our energy, we can force transformation. This is the drum. If you're interested in joining the community, click the link in the description. Karibu.